Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. God bless you. For Duggar family latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Jinger Duggar and her 18 siblings became famous overnight thanks to TLC's 19 Kids and Counting and its spin-off Counting On. Still, having cameras follow you around from a young age did have its drawbacks. And recently, Jinger confessed one of the most unique challenges of growing up on TV and her memoir, Becoming Free Indeed. Jinger opened up about her cult-like upbringing based on the teachings of Bill Gothard's Institute for Basic Life Principles, IBLP. Her parents, Michelle and Jim Bob Duggar, raised their brood of children with strict rules regarding modesty, gender roles, purity, and more. And Jinger has certainly disentangled from some of those beliefs. However, the mom of two recently opened up about a lingering effect of growing up as a reality star. In late September, Jinger and her husband, Jeremy Vuolo, sat down to reflect on their first year of marriage on their YouTube channel. They will celebrate 8 years of marriage on November 5. The parents of two discussed a variety of topics. However, Jeremy brought up an interesting struggle the Duggars have dealt with in their everyday lives since becoming reality TV famous. One of the most unique challenges that you and your family have is the reality of preconceived ideas of who you are, Jeremy said. Because people have seen you in a setting on a show, they've seen you so intimately for so many years, that really any setting you walk into where there is a pre-knowledge of you, you're having to deal with preconceptions about you. And I can't imagine how difficult that is to overcome. On the show, I was so outgoing, had so much personality, was just rolling my eyes, acting silly, goofy, she explained. And then, I think the older I got, I went through a season where I thought, okay, to be a mature Christian, I just don't need to laugh. I just need to be all pious and keep it together, so I look like I'm extra spiritual. But I think a lot of it was the temperament and personality of what people thought I was. She continued, on the show, I feel like I wasn't living in a character because that's legit who I was. Coming out of that, and then growing into an adult as you're filming, I think there was a time where I'm like, am I an extrovert? Am I more introverted? I think I just became more guarded, she confessed. I don't know how much of it was the reality of what everybody thought I was supposed to be. She added, I just kept playing into it, right? Realizing, okay, I like to have fun. I like to be spontaneous, that is me. But I'm also not going to be this wild person, you know. That's really not me at my core. And a lot of people had a preconceived idea that I was going to run off and be this rebel. And they had painted a character of who they thought I was going to be. Jinger also shared a snippet of the YouTube video with her Instagram followers. In the comments, followers reacted to Jinger's confession of struggling internally with others' preconceived notions and her own self-discovery process. One person wrote, maybe it's the editing of the show. You seemed incredibly shy and introverted. You seem so much more outspoken and outgoing now. At least that's my perception. Another Instagram user commented, I love the show. However, I always saw the pressure it placed on you and your siblings. It always seemed like a complete clash with the ultra-conservative life your parents had chosen. It must have been hard to find yourself after you got married. Meanwhile, someone else shared, I am an ambivert. It sounds like you may be too. Also, healing can make us much more introverted. At least it has for me. I'm so proud of you. After their successful collaboration on the Lula Rich docuseries, Amazon Studios has greenlit an investigation from the same filmmakers about the Institute in Basic Life Principles. That fundamentalist organization is associated with the Duggars, the famous reality TV family that has become the subject of scrutiny since it was exposed in 2015 that Josh Duggar had molested his sisters and other kids. Earlier this month, Duggar was convicted of possessing child pornography and faces years in prison. After Duggar's crimes were revealed in 2015, TLC canceled 19 Kids and Counting, sort of. The show evolved into the spin-off Counting On, which ran for 11 seasons until Josh Duggar was arrested in April of this year. TLC announced in late June that it would not be producing additional seasons of Counting On, in order to give the Duggar family the opportunity to address their situation privately. The untitled docuseries is currently in production and is being produced by the Cinemart, Storyforce, and Chick Entertainment, in addition to Amazon Studios. It will premiere on Prime Video late next year or in 2023. Here's its logline. On the heels of Josh Duggar's explosive criminal trial, the Untitled project will expose shocking connections between some of reality television's most famous large families and the Institute in Basic Life Principles, a controversial fundamentalist organization and homeschooling empire. In addition, prominent commentators, writers, and social media voices will explore the broader zeitgeist of reality television, social media, faith, fundamentalism, patriarchy, and power. The filmmakers' investigation into the Institute in Basic Life Principles and the Duggars will also focus on two other large reality TV families: the Plaths, of TLC's Welcome to Plathville, and the Bates, of UPTV's Bringing Up Bates.